That's the way to go. So today we're here in Cordoba, Spain, one of the best cities in Andalusia, and we're gonna do a little bit of a food tour. So follow us along to see what you should eat when you come to Cordoba. So first up for us today here in Cordoba is gonna be Bar Correo, and it's been dando caña since 1931, or giving caña. So getting a little bit of a small beer, a caña, before we head out and grab some food. Let's go to this historic bar. All right, so I stopped into Bar Correo. I got my caña of Cruz Campo for $1.50. Cool, refreshing, delicious. Just love it. I love bars like this where the interior hasn't changed for a long time. It's been around since 1931, and you can see that by the interior. You can see that by the people here. They just get a quick beer, hop out onto the street, and it's a great way to start this Cordoba food tour. So while you're here, make sure to check out our other video of Cordoba, which is a Cordoba guide that takes you through the city, through the history, and it has all the things you must see when you're here. And it includes whether Cordoba is worth more than a day trip. So make sure to check out that video to find out that answer. But let's see what you should eat when you're in Cordoba. First stop here in Cordoba, we decided to get Salmorejo Cordobesa, which is Salmorejo. It's a cold tomato soup made with garlic and bread. It's got a little bit of egg and ham on here. It's one of the most typical dishes from here. It's like a thick tomato puree, and then that egg and ham on here. Ooh, it's absolutely delicious. This would be perfect in summer because it's cold, but all those wonderful rich flavors. This is really great, and I understand why it's famous from here. I just keep taking bite after bite. But definitely something you have to get when you're in Cordoba.
Next we have the fried eggplant with some honey. So we've had this before. Let's see how this one is. Whoa, this is way thicker. It is more like a molasses. And it's very sweet like molasses too, but it's good. I don't know if I would dip it in there like I just did again, maybe drizzle it on top. That might be the way to go. Eggplant is delicious. This combo is good. It's kind of like a sweet, salty mix. The honey gives it a very good flavor. It's really rich and delicious. Mike forgot to mention where we were. We're at Bar La Esquina, and we just demolished the eggplant. So definitely order this if you come to Cordoba, and definitely come to La Esquina.
Next up, we're headed to one of the most famous places to eat here in Cordoba, Taberna Gongora. So the first thing we got here was Cogollitos al Cordobesa. It's a little bit of a mouthful to say, but it's basically hearts of lettuce with a little sauce on top. Wow, that was a really big bite, but the sauce goes really well on it, and especially if you're here in Spain where you don't get a lot of vegetables, this was absolutely delicious. All right, so next up we have Japutas and Adobo, which is a type of fried fish here. We've never had it before. I don't know if it's from Cordoba, but it's definitely from the south of Spain because Cordoba is not on the ocean. But it has a really interesting flavor. It's very meaty and thick, almost kind of like tuna, but has a very unique flavor. It's not super fishy, but you get a little bit of fish taste in it. It's really good. I like it. And it comes with this cabbage. I'm gonna try another bite here with that. That's the way to go. I like this red cabbage. Highly recommend this.
Another thing that we got here that is not really typical of Cordoba, but we wanted to try them out, were the Croquetas de gambas. And we already dug in. They are the creamiest ones we've ever tried. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. So creamy inside. Tastes like shrimp. Delicious.
So the next dish we got here was Pisto a la Cordobesa. And honestly, I had never even heard of this dish before we got here. It's like stewed vegetables, eggs, and then really thick potatoes, but not potato chip. So I'm gonna break the egg. I'm not sure if this is even how you're supposed to do it. And I'm gonna try it with a little bit of this. That is really good. It tastes like there's pepper, zucchini, maybe some eggplant in there. Something I did not expect coming here. But that's really good. And Cordoba has a ton of vegetarian dishes. Not a huge selection compared to other places in the world, but overall, there's a lot of great dishes here that I recommend for vegetarians. And this pisto is delicious. Alright, for this stop we got what is known as Spain's largest tortilla de patata here. It's Bar Santos, and apparently it comes with 5 kilograms of potatoes and over 30 eggs is how they make it. So they're huge. Obviously you just get a little slice here, a little tapa or pincho. I'm gonna try it out. We love tortillas, you know, if you've checked out our video in Madrid. It's pretty good. I'm gonna say it's definitely not the best, but something to do here. You can get it to go, eat it right outside here next to the Mezquita. If you haven't checked out the Mezquita in our Cordoba guide video, make sure to check that one out because that's one of the most incredible buildings I've ever been in. You can check that out right up here. It's not bad. Very potatoey, very eggy, but not super runny, just kind of mushed together. But yeah, not too bad. So on to the next place. And this was actually a recommendation sent to us by one of our Instagram followers. So really excited to try it out here. We got the menu del dia, which is only 10 euros for Becca, 12 euros for me. And it comes with a ton of food. So it's a great thing to get outside of the center and try restaurants out there because you'll really get some great deals and some excellent food. I'm really excited to try the Flamenquin here, which is something traditional from Cordoba. It comes all sliced up. It's basically ham and sirloin deep fried with, I think, cheese or mayonnaise in here. I'm not 100% sure. I might regret this later, but it looks absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna cut a piece here. I can taste the jamon serrano, and it was good. It's not something I would normally order, but being from Cordoba, something I felt like I had to try here. This is really delicious, and I'm actually surprised to say I like it, I guess, but something you should definitely try in Cordoba because it's famous here. The portions can be pretty massive, so be prepared to split it with someone. But that's going to do it for the Cordoba video, so make sure to check out our other videos of Spain here, as well as a few other food tours, and we'll see you over there. Bye!